My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, specifically the Darkest Rhapsody Estate thereof. It hasn't gone well recently, has it? We've lost so many people. So I'm already trying to start queuing us up. That's all wrong. I am already starting to try and queue us up for our next attempt in the courtyard, but we don't have invitations, so we need the infestation level to rise, which basically just means we need to tread water for a while. So I figure, let's go hunt the thing from the stars while we do that. Also, I do need to level up both Carpy and Laws, right? Laws possibly as maybe a damage dealer in the courtyard, but also fits into this party because of the damage that we're going to want to deal to the thing from the stars. And then also Carpy, who also needs to level up for the same reason. So what we've got to do to start with here is level up Carpy's abilities and equipment. Excellent. Let's make sure that we've got everyone's nighttime camping abilities that we want. Yes. Yeah. Carpy has... Every rose has its thorns we should probably unlock. Bochet has... Yeah, everything we need. Negative 50. Yeah, we'll unlock that on Laws as well. Cool. And then Laws also needs the same upgrades. However, Laws should also probably pick up... Oh, actually, no. Those are going to be the ones I want. Huh. Funny that. Laws is definitely not going to want to use Redeem because of the self-bleed. The self-bleed is almost guaranteed to hit because Laws has lower bleed resist courtesy of Shard of Glass. But that should also guarantee that Laws is going to be capable of bleeding the thing from the stars. All right. This should be an interesting dungeon. Interesting isn't necessarily the modifier that I'd always like to be using, but we've kind of just been beaten really, really hard recently, and it's whew. I don't know how many losses of giant members that we can take, because the infestation, the Volf missions, those things are just waiting an RNG. Volf specifically, the Volf missions are waiting an RNG. I don't know at what rate the infestation builds, but gosh, I hope it's quickly, because that's the only thing I have left to do. Alright. And I think one of the things that most kills enjoyment in games for me, as like probably has been seen in the end of the Enter the Breach series and the end of the Enter the Gungeon series, is not having anything left that I can really strongly influence and do. Like, I like having set goals, accomplishing those, and then I'm done and move on, right? Because you could just spend forever, literally, in this game. Literally. Alright, so 2 full rests, 2 more. Alright, so we're going to the Warrens, so we'll take a short stack of those, a full stack of medicinal herbs, more torches than we need. Only like 2 or 3 shovels. I could take a bunch of bandages. I actually probably should, not only for interactables, but actually for curing off bleeds. Okay, that looks good. Need some keys though. Let's take 4. Shovels, torches, keys, food, interactables, and blood for the blood god skulls for the skull throne. Right. Everyone's set up correctly. Cool. The infestation is low, and we only have 1 member with the Crimson Curse in our party, so obviously no fanatic. Well, the infestation isn't even low, it's just none.
They breed quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Okay, 100% of room battles means that I am going to have to duck off to the side here. Alright. I'm going to do a little bit of a trick here by swapping both of these relics over to give increased disarm chance as well as increased stress healed. I can get 10 stress off of Carpy right there. Which is good. That just saves me an action effectively in battle. Oh.
Lurching composition of otherworldly death.
Funny thing, that. Literally immediately got the thing from the stars. Cool.
Well struck.
Nice crits. Okay, so our stun chance is 170. That's not a good enough chance to stun. Just gonna have to go for the straight up damage there. Low bleed resist on the thing from the stars. Vorpal strike hits our front line for 16. Is that something I should heal? Yeah, probably, actually. Second ability is Phase Gnaw on Mystara in the second line. Actually, is this an unnamed... Ooh, we resisted a disease there. Return to the stars. There we go. Mystara is mostly going to be killing the crystalline aberrations from now on, by the way. Laws does not have a name. Okay. I'll keep that in mind, Laws. Alright, at least we got that bleed on. Ah. Great, so now I have to try and... Wow, Bechet couldn't have actually done that in a single motion there. Phase Gnaw again on Mystara. Really starting to stack up that stress there. Phase Gnaw on Laws. That Blight's actually getting pretty significant as well. It's 7 points per round. I had not... Woo! Yikes. That would be real bad if it hit any of our backliners. Unfortunately, we do need to hit these bleeds every turn on the thing from the stars. Otherwise, we're just not dealing literally any damage to them. Really glad that worked. Ooh, solid damage there. Okay, the enemy is going to go below 45% HP this turn. Okay, we've got our buff. Transfixing Shard, lands on Laws. Do not stun. What are we doing? I'll tell you what we're not doing. We're not going to lose to the thing from the stars in literally our first combat. Thank you. That crit doesn't actually matter. It's just the fact that we hit the bleed. Ah, that's really annoying. Okay, so the thing from the stars going before Laws is really destructive for our team. Laws is now at death's door because the... Ugh. Exsanguinate here, right? Yep. Crit. Could you crit heal? Because... Gosh, it looks like you're going to start needing it. Phase Gnaw rolls on Mystara, who gets crit and is now fully stressed out. Great. Mystara's powerful. Of course Mystara is powerful. It was never doubt in my mind.
From becoming unwound.
Let us press together. Everyone gets a buff of plus 15% damage. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let that crystal aberration blow up. Otherwise, I risk Mystara dying. I needed Mystara to be able to kill there. All right, never mind. Mystara is now on death's door yet again.
Precipice of oblivion.
Return to the stars does no damage, so it doesn't try and trigger the death. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. We literally needed you to go first. Oh, that's so huge. Weakening Shard rolls on copy. Unfortunately, that's one action the thing from the stars has done before anyone has bled them, which means that we get very little damage in this round. That's two actions before we even bleed. So that really crits Mystara back to death's door with that blight.
Or expire.
All right. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to suffer to take that DOT off of you. Otherwise, you're about to roll a death's door chance. And also, you have to kill this crystalline aberration right now. Thank you. Good heal. Return to the star strings at the start of the turn. I am so lucky Mystara went well there. Thank you. Good crit. All right. A little bit more HP. Phasnor yet again on Laws. Laws getting real close to stressing out here. Laws is now on death's door.
Facing the abyss.
That exsanguinate now means that the thing from the stars is dead as soon as they try and take an action.
Vanished to the void.
Good lord. That was awful. So what we're going to do is effectively just walk backwards and rest instantly. Oh, gosh. Well, at least we've now got that out of the way. We don't have to worry about that from now on out, right? Right? Can't camp in the first room. All right. That sucks. Laws is going to go down to Death's Door now, and then I'm going to have to heal Laws by 1.
Terrible vistas of emptiness.
Yeah, Laws' resolve is tested. Laws becomes rapturous because that's all Laws can do. Laws is about to go back down to Death's Door in another spacing. Yep. That contains loot. Oh, a little bit of food. Nice. There's no damage triggers, and we know that this room is clear. So now we can rest. Oh, wow. Oh, that was awful. Yikes.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Sanctuary to prevent nighttime ambush. Mortality debuffs. I mean, I guess, but the thing is, Laws doesn't get mortality debuffs, so Sanctuary, while it'll prevent the nighttime ambush, isn't really going to do that much for Laws in particular. But I guess I still have to use it, right? It's also a lot of stress heal on Mystara, despite the fact that we might not necessarily need that on Mystara. Now we're going to throw the Ancestor Scroll over to Carpi, who is going to use Every Rose Has Its Thorns for a bunch of stress heal across the party. We can also roll... Oh, heal 33% plus 3 speed is really good, but we have to roll Lash of Solace there. Make fun of one party member. Actually, I should have obviously thrown the Ancestor Scroll over there. That's really bad on my part. I probably missed out on, like, what, 12? Yeah, 12 stress heal there. That's really, really poor on my part. I think I follow up with Mockery at the end, and I'm looking for the person with the highest stress resist. That would be Burkhet right now. Okay. All right, now this is kind of manageable, to be honest. Could be a lot worse.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Now we're going to have to go in the complete opposite direction to continue what we were initially doing. I think actually, hang on, we might have had... if we didn't do that initial disarm, we might have actually had a character stress out in that mission. In that fight, rather. We got very lucky that Mystara got positively affected there rather than negatively affected. But we also got quite unlucky that they needed that. Good lord, this game does not like me right now. I don't know why. I like it so much. Asymmetrical liking.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Cool. So we can open this battle with an Exsanguinate, which is going to be pretty good. Oh, that's a good lot of damage right there. We can land a stun on that line with Burkhet. That's going to be perfect. Please bleed. Thank you. Alright, that Flesh Eater is now dead in 2 rounds. We stun. Nice. That should stun.
The
Nice.
light, the promise of safety.
This should set us up for a really good harvest next turn. Unfortunately, this does mean that the swine in the back line is going to get a couple hits off. Not too much I can do about that. That's part of actually the design of this team, that they balanced off not having a lot of range, so the inability to project damage to the back line, but they had the Thing from the Stars combat kind of settled. Or at least I thought they had it settled, and then they didn't, suddenly.
Impressive.
Swine Thunderer is now down. Vomit on Laws. Laws takes a crit. I'd love to be stress healing the party right now, but it doesn't really feel like I can do that. That's a crit for 27. That's ridiculous, Mastara. How are you doing that? You have no damage.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Or rather, like, shouldn't have that much damage. Now, unfortunately, this enemy can put diseases on our characters, but it's still probably a better... Oh, really? Still probably a better idea for me to stand here and do some stress healing for a while.
The blood quickens.
Uh-huh. Rapturous character taking their own turn there, so not really much I could have done about that.
Give them no quarter.
Kill that venom. I think we actually probably do need a little bit more food here.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Feels like we're quite likely to need to use that in between battles. Alright. Hey, actually managed to bleed both of the targets. That's really good. Hesitated upon the path. Ooh, you actually damaged yourself there. Almost enough to be useful. Almost. It's 50-50 to stun here, but we do get the crit. Damn. Copy now has the red plague because of course. So that red plague is actually like complete garbage. Negative 35% to bleed resist, negative 10% to max HP, negative 5% to crit. All of those are pretty important things to us.
Their formation is broken.
And then Laws just decides to immediately crit someone out of existence because apparently now Laws knows how to play the game.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh, actually, Powerful is increasing our damage by 25%, and we've also got 25% extra from Bloodlust. That's what's getting us all of that damage bonus. I was wondering where that was coming from. And now I know. Alright, there you go for the munch. Right, so basically anyone that takes an action before the Flesh Eater next round gets a free action. Self-stress heal. Yeah, you should probably take that off of your compatriot there. Ooh, nice self-stress heal. That's real good for us. I'm going to yell at him, try and get Burkhett's action next. Go for a direct heal on the Flagellant, just because of how much blight damage that is.
A death by inches.
Okay. This is where it's going to be a problem that we cannot project damage to the back line. Swine Skybar. I may not have considered that enough before going on this mission. This could be a problem. Unfortunately, Cripple Them targets every line, so I can't even use a guard in order to protect my cripple them.
Ringing ears.
Well, every line except the first.
The end approaches.
Well, I now am obliged to do that protection. Yeah. That's why. Thank you for critting on that specific character. Oh, I had her do the party heal because I believed it was important that she heal herself that round as well. By the way, cripple them. Still active. Swineskyver could totally just do it again. Isn't that fun? Mm-hmm. So I used Rampart there to move our Man-at-Arms forward. And in doing so, I made it so that the Man-at-Arms was outside of the Cripple Them range, which meant that Carpy was actually protected there. All in Shane, Unkept in the back line. We're going to have to, like, rest in the next space again. Oh,
Terrible assault cannot be left on
game. You know what I mean?
Compassion is
It has to be a party heal because two characters desperately need it.
A singular strike.
Okay. That Swine Meat Hooker doesn't get around. If it tries to go before the Swine Skyver, which is never mind. Spit to roast at the very least, so. Temptation grows. Alright. Unfortunately, if we just get... Yeah, they took that action by themselves, by the way. Unfortunately, if we just get a bunch of Swine Skyvers over the course of this dungeon, I don't really know how much we can do about it. That projection to the back line was...
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Is definitely needed here. One of the problem primarily, for me at least, is that I immediately forgot, or every time I go to a champion dungeon, I forget that there are the characters that are... That's a lot of bleed on you. I forget that every champion level dungeon has a unique mini-boss character that just turns up in a lot of the battles. I just forget that all of the time.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Right. Swine Skyver dies next round. Hopefully I just get a bunch of actions before that. Taking that blight off of you, so I'm just going to use stalling actions effectively here.
Compassion is a
Well, I hope to use them effectively. That's just a little joke we do.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Fine. I'm just going to be leaving heirlooms here for a while. Knowledge, none of you want to interact with that. We'll pump the torch before going into this room. Hey, look, no Swine Skyver. Ooh, the Swine Heaver doesn't even act in the opening here. That's great for us.
Quakes.
Hey, that's the move I wanted to use. Nice. I was worried you weren't going to. Stun the Slayer. And I'm very hopeful that we can land this stun. Nice, and we can.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Yeah, unfortunately, with this being our only damage projected into the back line, we kind of have to use it where it's available. Oh my gosh, with the crit there, we are set up for a great rampart right now. Not a rampart, sorry. We were set up for a great harvest, but I couldn't rely on Carpi acting before the Swine Heaver, so I effectively just had to do it myself there. Alright. See how much better this fight is? Alright, stun him. See if we can get a couple rounds out of this enemy just bleeding. In fact, we really ought to. Swine Slayer is almost dead. If I'm okay with taking one more hit from them, and I kind of am, we can probably get another round of actions here. Because I probably can't stun them. In fact, even if I try, it'll be a bad sitch. Butcher cut on the third line. How could I have predicted that was going to happen? Ugh. Like, I knew. I could have told you that was going to happen, but I didn't want to. I'll call him. I'll call him. Because obviously, how can you believe me saying, oh, I could have called that shot, but in retrospect.
Vigor is restored.
Right. And then we'll just moiter you.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay. We're going to have to do the same swapsies. Like, we can't afford to not min-max at this point. Given how often the game has decided to dunk on me. We really got to eke out every extra point of health and stuff that we can here. Lead and hit the debuff. Both of those really good there. Okay, good. Everyone gets a plus 15% damage buff for the rest of the battle. We managed to move the Swinotaur champion to the front line. There's like a 25% chance we stun there. Yeah, it's failing.
Struck. A blazing star is born.
Crunching backhand on Carpi for 13 damage. No stun though. I remember when Punish used to hit the third line. That was so good. Yeah, that's one more available action on that Flesh Eater, and then the Flesh Eater is going to die to the bleed, which is going to make my life so much easier. Yeah. Tentacle Devour on Carpi for... Why do they hate my Jesters so much? I swear I lose more Jesters than almost anything else. Like, my Jesters have been really good. But, lay off!
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Now that there's no corpse for the Swinotaur to move behind. Now that there's no corpse for the Swinotaur to move behind, the Swinotaur is kind of just a sitting duck here. A sitting duck that deals a ridiculous amount of damage. Not a sitting duck nonetheless. At least it's not a ridiculous amount of damage to the whole party at the same time. Alright,
Surgical precision.
Nice. Swinator gets exactly 1 HP left, and of course, uses it trying to go for copy. I don't understand. What is the hate here? It feels like I need to put my tankiest member in the third line always. Oh, plus 30% damage on all of our characters there. Yikes. That's really good.
Their cursed champion falls.
All right, we didn't get the scout, which now means we have to go south. Thank you for dodging at least. Yeah, it's a holy water interactable. Burn off a negative trait. Diurnal don't care about. Scattering don't care about. Anemic I do care about. Witness I don't care about. Calm I don't care about. God-fearing I don't care about. Okay, so copy. Time to remove a disease. Not disease, sorry, a negative quirk. Anemic, nice. Okay, we have some of our bleed resist back finally. All right. Oh, cool. Let's just I need to kill the other characters so that the Swinator doesn't have the ability to move around. Didn't manage to land the stun there, by the way. That's like a 160, so it's a 45% chance to hit that stun every single time that we try. Trot retreat. That's real bad for us. Oh, things are about to get really ugly if we can't deal with these frontliners without letting them leave a corpse. All right, stun that Raving Madman. Move that Raving Madman back. Okay, Swinator Champion is no longer in the third line. Both of the other characters are now dead and won't leave corpses because they are going to die to their bleeds. Which is so helpful. 25% chance for a stun. Of course, that one works. All right. We managed to turn that around at the very end there, but gosh, the stress. If I could get the Aria box from this, I would be pleased enough to count it, like, even. Because I've got the Overture box, I haven't got the Crescendo box, and I haven't got the Aria box yet. The Australian Recording Industry Awards in particular. Nice. Yeah. Add'll help us do it.
Brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Another crit. Nice little bit of stress healing from that. Party heal, because it looks like they need it.
Abatement.
Oh, stun and nice. It actually lands. Awesome. Do get to take my own action at the very least. Swinator Champion is now almost dead. Okay. Hey, Swinator Champion is now dead in this round. Awesome.
Monster's size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Whew.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Things have gotten dire in this mission. Glad I didn't go down that hallway. Skeleton key.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I'm fine with misprioritizing a little bit of our treasure, like kind of optimistically going for treasure, because it's fine. We'll be fine. Trust me. Our money is just not really a concern. A couple more missions like this, and then money could easily become a primary concern for us. And got him. Alright. I'm actually gonna loot this with the bandages.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Salvage the unburnt torch for just an unburnt torch. I mean, busts as well, but nothing I could really do with those. Oh, gosh. The game is unrelenting, I'll give it that much. It does not want to let up. Stun and move. Nice. That wasn't even super likely, so I'm very appreciative that worked. Rolls 5 to 10 on the damage table, hits a 9. That's pretty good. Trot retreat. I'm trying to guarantee that this Flesh Eater can die in the next couple rounds, but that Swinator champion's probably going to get a single pig spear off him. I'm not going to be particularly happy about it, but hey, things happen. Okay. Flesh Eater is now dead. Hopefully they try and take their action before the Swinator champion. They do. And now Mystara gets to try and stun the Swinator. Of course, Garpy is going to be the first targeted because, of course, it's time to start working these stresses off. Laws taking their own actions can be real dangerous. It hasn't completely screwed us over yet, but it's taken a couple of turns that we really would have wanted to do something else with. Bechet is, like, super overperforming, though. At least we always have one party member that's looking out for us. To 9 rolls 8. Just high rolling it constantly. Literally nothing I can do here. You know what? Let's protect Garpy. Come on. Yeah, targeted both of them, so you actually get the attack through because one of them is the guard and then one of them is the... Feels a lot like the AoE, the AI of these enemies has gotten a lot better. Well, okay, depends on your definition of better.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
You are kidding me. There are so many more rooms. Oh, there's no way this episode's going to be online in time.
Performed.
I was thinking this was going to be a shortish mission, but it looks like it's going to be an hour long. It's only going to be a week's worth of advancement. We almost died 1,000 times over. Hello, Collector.
Damned, piled high and cloaked in malice.
Alright. Damn it! Start. Why are you so slow? You're 11 speed! Why did a 7 Mystara keeps acting at the end of every round, despite being very fast. You didn't manage to... 1, Okay, 175. That's a 5% chance for a target not to be bled there, by the way. Cool. I gotta get those collected highwaymen off the map. I have seen them destroy my body before. Collect call, resummon for 1. You do get the guardman. Headache there, that's really annoying. That's an increase in crit potential. Plus 50% damage, extra accuracy, extra crit. And at the very least, that's 1 dead collected highwayman. Vestal short to follow. Life steal rolls on Kabi because of course it does. Stun has a 25% chance not to hit, by the way. Head knocker on Mastara, that's a stun chance, and Mastara thankfully at least resists the urge. Headstrong on a character that is already almost on full HP. Can't say that I entirely approve of that move. Woo! That's a really good hit. We do need some damage on the Collector because, again, we have a problem projecting our damage to the back line. So as soon as we can get Bleed and Blight on there, well, not Blight, but as soon as we can project damage to that line, we kind of gotta. It's gonna be collect call, I have to imagine. Yep. No highwayman, please. Never mind. It's highwayman and a Vestal. Crits the highwayman as well as manages to bleed. Good, good, good. Don't lifesteal. Shows collection instead. Works for me. Get dodged by the highwayman so I can stun them. And that highwayman didn't resist my stun. That would have been a 5% chance to resist my stun, by the way. Head games. Yeah. Oh no, that's not even a heal. Awesome. Thankfully, all of the collected enemies so far have basically done the worst available move at almost every opportunity, which is bananas, but it's happening. Right, that guard on the back line is now removed. I needed 1 more damage for that collected highwayman, unfortunately. 8 to 15 rolls the 15 because Berchet does whatever the hell she wants. Lifesteal on Copy. Dodge! No, it's a crit.
Unbalanced.
Hit the bleed too. Yeah. That's gonna be a problem. Well, at least the Collector did not summon that round. Which means that we can probably kick in lethal. Even if it's delayed. Never mind. Headstrong. That's a heal for 10. Stop healing. Show collect. Sorry, show collection. Collect call, obviously. Just in case I have to work through them again. The only person who can project damage onto that back line to guarantee that bleed is enough is the Vestal there. All right. Enemy, the Collector is dead before they ever get an action here. But I'm still gonna try and kill the Collector. No.
A predator is often blind to its own peril.
Ooh, yikes.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Heal up a bunch off of food, and now we can go. Oh, cool. Pick up more food.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
I don't know why I looted that. I knew that I'd already taken up that slot. Yep, those enemies are in really poor positions for me to be able to destroy them. Specifically, it's going to be really difficult to remove their corpses, which is going to be a problem. Gonna need that Swine Thunderer down. Of course, it's on Carpi, because why would it not be? Carpi's back on death's door now.
Slightest lapse in concentration.
I was gonna use a heal on the Jester that round, but I decided that if I didn't stun the Swine Thunderer there, I was gonna make it really difficult on myself going onwards. That doesn't seem like it was necessarily correct, though. Just... game, please. You're making it really difficult to play you right now. I have to psych myself back up for episodes of Darkest Dungeon now, just because of how much the game has been deliberately destroying me. Like, we've already completed the game. Okay. Great. That Swine Meat Hooker is gonna die. In fact, both of the Swine champions are gonna... Swine characters are gonna die before the Swinosaur champion takes an action hit. That is going to make my life so much easier. We go for the party heal here because... Carpi is already protected, but Carpi's still going to be hit because, of course. Does this happen to everyone? Like, I feel like I've just had a bunch of weeks in a row of absolutely nothing going my way. That enemy had like 2 speed and moved ahead of my 6 speed character, who I really needed to roll a heal. Just a thing I noticed.
Fall.
Kind of want Mystara to have this. Should probably be Carpi. Carpi just hits more commonly. Oh, also, I'm not going to go fight 2 battles that I don't have to fight. Instead, I'll go loop around and fight only 1. Actually, should I just rest? Which is going to immediately nullify the damage buff that I just got there. No, I have to rest.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Increase our dodge, increase our crit, and nighttime ambush. Bunch of stress removal right there. That was a nighttime ambush prevention that also did a bunch of stress healing because those characters have mortality debuffs. Oh, what a breath of fresh air! Whew! I've never been happier to see a cultist witch. Oh. Nice. Lovely. Perfect. Excellent. Couldn't be better. Crit him to death. Oh, this is the life. This is a game. I understand I should be playing on Radiant if I want everything to always go my way, but still. Oh. So good. Completely remove all of the stress from our party. And hell, you know what? Get us all on full HP. actually kind of important. Don't tell anyone, but Mastara, never mind. I had them confused with someone else. I thought they had, Fairweather Fighter.
This expedition at least promises success.
Okay. That's a swine skiver right there. Alright, we need to try and kill this swine heaver and have it not leave a corpse as quickly as we possibly can. That'll do it. Oh, we can get this Cult of Champion down in this round as well. That'll do that as well. Ooh, Cripple Them still goes off. Gets dodged though. Butcher cut. Yeah, for 20 crit on Carpy. At the very least, Cripple Them didn't hit. Otherwise, Carpy would probably be dead. Yeah. I'm gonna do the safe thing here.
Inspiration and improvement.
So that's what you do when you can't hit Carpy. Unfortunately, that also means that we can't get a heal, but we can get some of that stress off, some of the bleed off. Excellent. How are you doing that? Every round! I didn't think they could do that outside of position 4, and then they did it in position 3. And then I thought they can't do it outside of position 3 and 4, and then they did it in position 2. What am I supposed to do? Is it literally just a damage race? How fast can you kill the Swine Skyver? I know they can't do it in position 1. Or maybe they can. I've been wrong before. This is Rhapsody. This. Re-up that guard. Take that blight off of you. Go for a party heal because we really need it. So we get one more action from the enemy here, which is going to stun us. No, it's not. Good. Excellent. So we can get another party heal off, and then ideally the Swine Slayer goes after Burkhet next round. I could have used Bellow to make that more likely, but if I didn't do that guard, who knows what could have happened? We know what could have happened.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Okay. A much more reasonable fight. Okay. Figured that would probably be almost enough. Yep. New disease? Nah, just a bunch of stress. Well, both of those midliners get exactly one action. That's something. That's not nothing. It's something. It's slightly up from nothing. It's very close to nothing, I've got to admit. It is nothing adjacent. Uh-huh. It's gonna be party heal, stress heal, y'all. I really hope that next battle room is the last. Because this has just been buck wild. Okay. Got another heal out of it. That's real good. Well, stress healing too.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Yeah, probably should have done that earlier, I know. But can you see why I'm a little on tilt? Oh, cool. Damage totem here at the very end of the dungeon. I'm going to focus these swine heavers rather than allowing myself to extra damage on the meat hookers. That would have been like an almost one-hit kill. At the very least, since that crit, that's going to allow... Never mind. All right. Now we're in a much better position here. Whew. Look where that hurts. That's perfect. That's a reveal as well. So now I can try and stun you. Yep. Because of course that happened. Oh, please be the last battle. I don't have the emotional ability to do another. Hell, I barely actually have the awake ability to do another. I've got to record Slay the Spire modded after this. I'm gonna be literally up all night because this mission ran so damn long. Come on and die.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
It was the end of the mission with the damage. Thank you. Excellent. Now we've got a bunch of extra accuracy, damage, and crit until camp, and there's no more camping to happen.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
I can now throw away my shovels because I know they can no longer be useful. So many books. Oh my god, that dungeon was awful.
Never happened. You are doing just work ending them.
Prismatic Solidity, plus 25% stun resist, 1 hero per roster. I'll take it. Beast Slayer over Weapon Tinker, that's a good upgrade. Risk Taker on Laws, actually kind of okay. Cetamania on Burkett, needs to be removed before I can ever take her back
Flames
out.
on the horizon. Sulfur in the air. The wolves are at the door.
Finally! Alright, so we actually have something queued up in the next mission. We've got the Wolves at the Door mission to do. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game. It's been Darkest Dungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.